Hi, Roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic War, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's something to connect with, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. The playlist is called Expansion and Release. So I'm going to get right into this energy on day 2. Someone hurt you a long time ago, but it didn't harden your heart. So that's the vibe that we're getting into. Someone hurt you. If this is something you're connecting with, or maybe something you're about to dig into, it didn't harden you. I feel like for some people, I feel like they could be possibly going into the past. Someone could be fasting, because that's what happens when you fast. Your body heals itself in different ways. So if this is a spiritual thing, fraud is coming out. Like someone called you fake in the past, and maybe somebody is going in to figure out what is so fake about them and what they need to be more real about. But I feel like whatever it is, this insult here that's coming out is not true. What you'll find is that you're very real and maybe realer than most people can handle. That's why they're throwing insults at you. Okay. But it seems like it could have hurt in the past. Like maybe for a while you felt like you had to impress somebody, and that made it fake. It was like the more you try to be yourself, the faker it comes off. When you just focus on who you are and whatever that is, that's what you are. It's not really, I feel like it's all this analysis of trying to pick apart who you are and why you do what you do is coming from a hater. Someone who's only thinking about themselves and wishing they were you because of the attention that you get. I feel like it's very precious. I feel like your energy is very precious. I just saw practical here. Like it's not something that people can emulate the way they can emulate other fake people. Because when everybody's pretending, it's just a role. It's a whole act. It's like a play on Broadway. Especially when it comes to this promiscuity, I'm seeing like a lot of girls dressed up real cute, like getting ready to dance on stage, like cabaret dancers. Okay, you have Emperor at the bottom of the deck. That's the cattiness, the vibe that I'm getting here. Like someone is just saying like, oh, you're fake, like your breasts are fake or whatever. I don't know what they're talking about. Why this fraud is coming out here, someone being very cynical. I feel like it's because you are very confident. Like with this Emperor coming out, I feel like they could have an issue with you being so confident in yourself. Like you're sitting on your throne, they want to sit in your seat or something like that. But the vibe is like you get more money than they do. And not to feed or harp off of that stripper analogy, but that's the vibe. Like you take home more money at the end of the day, or you get more attention at the end of the day. You love yourself at the end of the day, and they don't. And they're angry about that. But there's a vibe that someone gave up their soul. Like they sold their soul for some dumb reason, and it didn't pay off the way they thought it was going to pay off. So I feel like they're coming back to you because you are real. You haven't sold your soul, and it's like it's too late now, because once you do stuff like that, you become that person. It's like it's not even no way to really make it better for whoever this person is that sold their soul, because they have no soul now. It's like you'll do anything for what you'll never get, and that's to try and be more like you. But there's something else about this. Like they gave up their soul, and now they don't love themselves because they didn't want other people to feed off of that self-love. When you love yourself, everybody can feel it, and it just changes the whole environment. Like it melts the snow, literally. And they didn't want to make a comfortable environment for people. They wanted to be selfish, if that's making any sense. Then you have the Empress here. So this is someone with an open heart who cares. This is the precious energy. This cynical energy they want your soul, but it's not for sale. They're not going to be successful in taking something from you. Also, this fraud, it could be this person, this Emperor. It could be someone who's trying to be in control of you, but they don't really have control. And maybe in the past you gave them the time of day, like, oh, this person's upset about something, let me do something differently. Okay, they're still upset. every single day and every second of the day they're upset, and you start to realize this is like an android. This person doesn't have thoughts or feelings. They definitely don't have a soul. They might not even be sentient, because that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, I don't know, somebody programmed them to be angry, and that's why I feel like that's this fraudulent emperor, this person who was being a bully at some point, and they had a whole army of bullies that don't even know why they're mad. Like, they could have car, they could have house, they could have land, they could have a good job, but they're angry, and they don't realize that it's no point in having none of that. It's homeless people that have happier lives than these people. Like, genuinely homeless people who wake up and love life, and they're like, it's gonna get better one day, or basically, I just inherited the earth. The whole earth is my home. Whatever the case is, I feel like they, in their judgment, they are good. But this bully is never good, even if they feel like they're on top. And the vibe here is that somebody was thinking that their iron shirt, like I'm saying, like a button-up work shirt, like that was all it took. Like, that was the armor, that was the status symbol. Just a button-up cotton shirt is like, and a tie and a suit or whatever, a car, like all of these material things, and are like, that's what's important. But they look at you with quivering eyes. Their soul is like nowhere to be found. And moving on from this energy, because it's just so sad that the veil is being uncovered in such a way that it's like you don't even judge them for what they did, because you know it was something so petty and it happened a long time ago. It could have hurt you in the past, but I feel like your heart is not hardened. I just saw a raven like just pop up. So this energy is very attractive. Okay, but if that's dark energy, I don't really consider, if that's a raven or a crow, they're just smart creatures. So a lot of people feel like intelligence is evil because they have their own thoughts and feelings about things. It's not always evil, but I do feel like this King of Candles is something different compared to this Emperor here. And let's just move on. I'm spending a lot of time on this energy in this playlist. Expansion and release. So that could be something you're resonating with. Take a look at that playlist if it is. With this King of Candles and this Emperor, there's something here like coming from both ends. It could have to do with the expansion, like someone having an expanded horizon. Someone is interacting with different thoughts and feelings coming from a different party. Like, you're no longer in this echo chamber of just hearing your own thoughts. You could be reading new types of books or watching new types of content, or just in different areas where this fraud is like, I don't know how to read. Like, they're so upset that they didn't study or learn to do different things and accommodate or accumulate different skills in life because they were too busy trying to steal somebody else's shine. But they don't realize it comes from within. Like, these are stars making their own light. It's not about what people think about them. So that's why I feel like someone's really upset about the fact that they didn't put in the work and effort. And also, like, the work started a long time ago. So whoever this is, I'm getting like someone could be becoming very popular on social media, or this could be the same energy of someone who's very popular on social media, things like that, where you put in the work a long time ago. Someone said it's extreme, like it takes a lot of time and effort to accumulate this type of attention that you're now starting to receive. And somebody's really unhappy about that. They're like, well, what do you do? What type of software do you use? Like, they're not really focused on the passionate side of it, what you're actually passionate about. Like, say, I don't know, whatever the subject is that you actually care about. If you work on cars, or I don't know, I'm getting maybe something to do with birds, or it's like something that they genuinely have no interest in and they could care less about. But they're just like, well, how do you get all those views? What's the deal with that? Okay, we have Queen of Earth here. I feel like it's money that came towards you. And something about this Queen of Earth and this rabbit is standing out, because there's something about a cat here, or a woman who is like a cat. I don't know. I don't even know how to really interpret that energy, but there's a vibe of someone who's very clingy and clinging to your energy like a shadow, like they can't walk on their own. and you're letting go of that, like Peter Pan. Your shadow or whatever this is, this entity that was following you around and just constantly trying to get you to think about what they feel about a situation that has nothing to do with them, really. I feel like that's what you're letting go. And then there's this pet dragon here. Like, this entity that was following you around got really big. This could be what's causing you to become successful now. Maybe this entity, your shadow, or the shadow work that you were working on, like your personality that was hidden in the dark. Maybe that's something that's coming to the light. Like, who you are behind closed doors is coming to the light. And I feel like that's what's possibly accumulating as wealth for you. Because it's like, oh, that's a real person. You know, you're not just putting on a show. And then we have lovers here. Is I feel like the love is definitely wrapped around what you love to do. It could be another person as well, but I feel like it really has to do with this subject. Whatever this is, your work, birds again, and cars or something like that. I don't know if it's an airplane or how you really, like, you know what it is that you're working on. I feel like it's going really far. And even if this is the beginning stages, it's so, like, whatever stage you're in right now is already so popular and is so seen, but maybe people aren't saying anything about it. Like, I feel like they definitely notice. Okay, so that's the vibe that I'm getting. If that's something you're resonating with, let me know in the comments so I can get some feedback. I definitely look forward to hearing from you. Watch the playlist if you're interested, and I'll see you in the next one.